Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you happen to be in the world, welcome. My name is Kitty Boitnott, and today I'm going to show you how to leapfrog from the K-12 classroom into a brand new career. If that sounds of interest to you, stick around until the very end of this presentation, and I will offer you a bonus for staying with me until the end. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Kitty Boitnott, as I said. I am a 33-year veteran of public education as a teacher and school librarian, elementary school librarian. So I know the teaching world. I understand teachers and teaching. I was president of the Virginia Education Association from 2008 to 2012. And when I finished that job, I was burned out. It wasn't education per se that burned me out. It was my job at the VEA. But it was burnout nonetheless. And I could not drag myself to go back into the classroom, even though I had planned to go back. And so I took early retirement. I took some time off and later decided to go into coaching. I've become certified as a life strategies and stress management coach, along with holistic life and sleep science certifications. I trained with my career coach and became an experienced career transition and job search coach in May of 2014 through September of 2015, when I left that company to go solo and create my own program. I'm the author of a variety of ebooks on stress and sleep and career transition. Just recently, a book that I contributed to on leadership, you can see the cover there, hit the Amazon #1 bestsellers list. I am a featured blog post writer for Edutopia, and I've been recognized for my work as a career transition coach by Talent LMS, CareerToolkit.com, and Influence Digest over the course of time from 2016 to just recently in 2021. Now, why am I sharing all of that? What does it have to do with you? It tells you that I know what it's like to want to change your job. But in the beginning, I didn't know where or how to start, and I suspect you don't know either. I managed to totally retool and reinvent my career, and I was 60. I now get to help others change their jobs and find satisfying new careers, and I can help you too. Now, like I said, I've been working in the career transition space since 2013, when I started my business, Teachers in Transition. I've been helping teachers and mid-career professionals transition into new careers, finding work that they can love again. I've helped well over 500 individuals, teachers, as well as people from other industries, the healthcare industry, business, find work that would be more satisfying for them. And I've helped them to jumpstart their job search so that they found what they were looking for sooner rather than later. And as I said, I know I can help you too, if you are ready to make a change. And I'm going to assume that you are, or you wouldn't be here today. Now, I want you to do a quick exercise for me. Take a moment, think of 2 or 3 things that you think you might like to do in your next career. And if you can't think of 2 or 3, see if you can come up with one. You may or may not be able to come up with something, but see what comes up for you. Don't worry about how you might make it happen, or whether you think it's possible, or whether you think you're qualified for the job or not. For right now, just allow yourself to dream big and think about what it is you would like to do in your next career. And as long as it's what you're not doing now, that's what I want you to be thinking about. Once you've done that, you've started your job search, because every job search starts with an idea and a desire to make a change. So if you have an idea, or if you're on the brink of having an idea, and you definitely have the desire to make a change in your life and your career, you've started your job search already. Now, I want to assure you that you're in the right place listening to me right now. If any one of these 5 scenarios or characterizations resonate for you, you may be one of these 5, you may be all 5. So listen to see which one sounds the most like you. You're in the right place if you have started dreading, Monday mornings. Does that sound familiar? For some of you, you start to dread Mondays on Sunday afternoon. For some of you, you may even start dreading it Saturday morning. If you're dreading Monday mornings, no matter when the dread starts, you're in the right place. You're a number 2 if you no longer enjoy your work, but you don't know what you would do instead if you were to quit. Every time you think about what you might like to do instead, you get stuck on what would you be qualified to do? How could you transfer your skills in education to something brand new when you've only ever majored in education, your master's is in curriculum, and you've never done anything but teach? You might get stuck completely on that. So if you don't know what you would do instead, but you no longer enjoy what you're doing, you're number 2. Number 3, you've started to suffer physically from the stress of your job. Maybe you're having headaches more than usual. Maybe you're having gastrointestinal issues or insomnia or weight gain or loss, or maybe your high blood pressure is being exacerbated by stress at work, or maybe you're diabetic and that's being exacerbated by the stress at work. If any of that sounds like you, you're number 3. Number 4, you keep thinking more and more that there must be something else out there that you could be doing with your life and your career. But again, when you try to think of what it must be, you don't know what it is. You just keep having that thought. On an especially hard afternoon, you stop and you think, gosh, there must be something else out there I could be doing for a living. You just don't know what it is yet. And number 5, you would have changed jobs already if you just knew how or where to begin a job search. So which one are you? You may be one or a combination. I've had people tell me I'm all 5 of those things. They dread Mondays. They want to change, but don't know what it would be. They've started to develop physical symptoms of their stress. They keep thinking there must be something else out there, but they don't have a clue how to start a job search. So which one are you, or are you all of them? Now, I'm going to cover with you, I told you this was a masterclass on what you need to know and do if you want to leapfrog from the classroom into a brand new career. So the first thing you're going to need is a resume that translates the skills that you have from your teaching career into the language that a hiring manager in business or in the nonprofit sector can understand. And here's what teachers often mistake. They make the mistake that they think that hiring managers will be able to figure out what your skills and experiences from your teaching resume translate to. They do not know how to do that. They won't even bother to do that, given that they only look at your resume for 6 to 11 seconds. You have to draw the picture for them. You have to learn their language. They're not going to learn your language. So when you're writing your resume, it should not be a teacher resume unless you want another teaching job. It needs to be a resume that speaks to the language in the job description that you're interested in applying for. That is a paradigm shift that a lot of teachers don't know they need to make in the beginning of their job search. You'll figure it out over time if you start applying for things and you never hear back from anybody. And in fact, the very first challenge you're going to have is getting through the applicant tracking system, but we can talk about that later. You're also going to need to accompany that resume a cover letter that explains why you are perfect for this job. You want to, again, paint a picture, connect the dots, explain why, in spite of any apparent lack of experience that you may have, you are still the perfect candidate and you deserve to be given a look. You will need a fully optimized LinkedIn profile. I know a lot of teachers like to steer clear of LinkedIn. They don't understand why they need a LinkedIn profile, but if you want to be a serious job seeker, if you want to be considered a serious candidate, you will have to have an optimized, stellar LinkedIn profile. You will need a firm understanding of that applicant tracking system that I mentioned a minute ago, and why you need to learn how to both work with it and around it. And it takes special skill and knowledge to even get through the applicant tracking system. So you need to do your homework about that. And ultimately, you will need stellar LinkedIn interview skills so that you can convey your suitability for the job during the interview and convince the hiring manager or the panel, if you're speaking in front of a group, why they should take a chance on you. So would you like help with your career transition? I wish I could tell you it's easy peasy, but in this day and age, it isn't as easy peasy as it should be, or as you might expect it to be. I know a lot of teachers think, how hard could it be? I've got lots of education, I've got lots of skills. But if you don't know how to use those tools I mentioned earlier, the resume, the cover letter, the LinkedIn profile, to convey your value as a candidate, and then you can't close the deal in the interview, you may run into more trouble than you think. So today I'm offering the Do-It-Yourself Jumpstart Your Job Search 2.0 program. This is a coaching program that's offered online for you to help you if you want to improve your chances of finding the career of your dreams and avoid making the mistakes that most beginning job seekers make. This program will help you to improve your performance and up your game as you job hunt, guaranteed. The good news is that many of my clients are getting hired now that the pandemic is moving into our past, and they're working in jobs that they could only dream of just a few months ago. So you've got two options. You can take on your job search alone using the trial and error method, hoping that you can figure all of it out on your own, and you probably will eventually. Or you can use a proven, time-tested system. Avoid making the mistakes that most beginning job seekers make and speed up your search exponentially. Inside this Do-It-Yourself Jumpstart Your Job Search 2.0 program, I offer 15 training modules. Each one includes video tutorials and resources, assessments and templates and PDFs and hot links to all kinds of information to help you with each step of your job search. So this is just an overview of what the modules include, starting with developing a job search mindset and having a sense of the importance of clarity and focus in your job search. You may think that you've got two choices. You want to find a job or create a job for yourself. Those may be choices that you'll face as you undertake this process. If you decide to find a job, you'll need to create a research and marketing plan. You'll need to learn how to write for the applicant tracking system. You'll want to rebrand yourself. You'll want to learn how to write that resume that speaks to the job skills that you need in your next job, as opposed to the ones that you have in your teaching career. You'll need to learn how to write a compelling cover letter. You'll need a stellar LinkedIn profile, and these modules teach everything you need to know about each of those things, including examples, templates, and PDFs. You'll need to understand how you can use other social media platforms besides LinkedIn in your job search. You'll learn networking tips and how to prepare for and execute the interview. And then at the end, you'll learn how to put it all together and rinse and repeat, and learn that you also need patience and persistence and perseverance in any successful job search. For each person who invests in the program, I also offer a bonus program called Courage, Risks, and Reward. It's a 5-part do-it-yourself program that will set the stage and help build the foundation for the transformation that you are seeking to make in your career. There's also a money-back guarantee, with the caveat that you have to do the work. But if you do the work in 14 days and you're not satisfied, you show me your work and ask for a refund. I'll gladly give you your money back. The reason I insist that you do the work for 14 days is that this is a program that won't work if it just sits on your desktop somewhere. You've got to invest time as well as money into the program. A program like this can make the difference between your success and failure in your job search. Every successful athlete from the Olympics to professional sports has a professional coach to help them perform their improve their performance and up their game. And it's no different in the world of job hunting. You need help in that endeavor as well. Now, in the Do-It-Yourself Jumpstart Your Job Search 2.0 program, you get the complete 15 modules, lifetime access to all 15 modules. You receive the PDFs, the templates, the tutorials, everything that goes along with the modules. You get access to a private Facebook group. You receive the Courage, Risks, and Reward bonus and the 14-day money-back guarantee. All of that comes to a value of $3,588, but that's not what I charge. I only charge $297 in a one-time payment, or 4 equal payments of $77 in 4 payments over the course of 4 months for this complete Do-It-Yourself Jumpstart Your Job Search 2.0 program. Now, this is a reduction from what I used to charge. At one point, I was charging $697 for this program. I've reduced it over time in order to make it more and more accessible to more and more teachers who are living, I know, on a very limited budget. If you are on a teacher's salary, you don't have a lot of money to throw away or to spend in a discretionary way on career coaching. I get that. So I've reduced the price to the one-time $297 or 4 equal payments of $77. Now, I told you that if you stuck around until the end of the presentation, you would be eligible for a bonus. So check your email after the webinar for this checklist of 10 things you need to know and do if you want to change your job or career. It's been very popular, and people are subscribing to the bonus alone through Facebook ads that I've been running in recent weeks. So don't forget, you can get the entire program for $297 in a one-time payment or 4 equal payments of $77. And you can join people like Michelle, who was one of my early clients who was successful in transitioning out of teaching 3 years ago now, and has become the education coordinator and event planner for the Heritage Farmstead Museum in her city. She wrote me this message after she got promoted to this particular position, and she says, one of the best things about this new position is that it's flexible, so I can work from home as needed. Great for work-home balance and life with my daughter. I am now making more money than I did as a teacher, can ride my bike to the office and work with a supportive and collaborative team. Yay, we did it. There's plenty of challenges along the way, but I wanted to take a moment to tell you thank you for laying the solid foundation for me to put this career change plan into action. The journey continues, but I'm very grateful for where I am at the moment. People like Tammy, who wrote to me this spring, my awesome new job was the subject heading. And she starts her message with, I love my new job. I have never once had even a moment of regret. Thank you for your help in finding myself so I could find this place. I feel lighter when I walk. It's been like walking into the bright sunshine after you've been in the dark of a movie theater. It's still pretty dazzling to me, but I'm slowly adjusting. And people like Adam. Now, Adam isn't a teacher. He's a cybersecurity expert, but I helped him find a new job. And he recently sent me a message through LinkedIn, and he wrote, hi, Kitty. Hope you are well. Just wanted to let you know that the work we did together back in 2015 changed the course of my career. And I will always be grateful for how much you helped me. You are a true professional and a truly kind person. Best, Adam. Doesn't get any better than to get messages like those. Now, what set Michelle and Tammy and Adam apart from others who have undertaken a job search or a career change is they recognize their need for help. And if you during the course of this presentation have also recognized your need for help, then don't delay. Sign up for the 2.0 Jumpstart Your Job Search program, the do-it-yourself version of the program. And let's get started so that you don't have to keep putting off finding the ideal career for you now that you're ready to move away from the classroom. That's it for now. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've taken some great value from this presentation. If you would like to send me questions or set up an appointment with me, send me an email at kittyboitnott@boitnottcoaching.com. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for now. Bye-bye.